Even though the water zodiac gang Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces align easily in the fourth house environment, they each have their own signature. Cancer is mainly associated with the mother because of its nurturing energy. The crab is often depicted in its zodiac symbology because the hard shell represents the home, which is a place that protects the softer side of you. The part of you that doesn't always have to prove anything and/or doesn't need to participate in the survival of the fittest. Also, you do not eat the shell in its mature form. The inside of a crab is consumed. Getting to the center means breaking the shell strategically to have the meat. It's a whole mess. Some would instead leave this messy activity for only the home. Cravings and airing your dirty laundry sayings were probably incepted by Cancer's concept. An individual with Scorpio in the fourth house often experiences these respective themes: sex, death, whatever is hidden, purity, transformation while growing up. For several reasons, it could go from experiencing your first menstruation to your mother not being in the picture. Also, realizing that subconsciously you've been recreating relationship dynamics from your childhood past into your current bonds. Understanding that you may be more alike to your parents than you think. On a more serious note, you might have lost your virginity earlier or later than intended or needed. The importance or the lack of sex education could have been an issue. Positively, you could have discovered and honed your innate abilities early. Your dreams, goals, achievements are significant to you, almost obsessively. I believe that the storks delivering babies myth could have been an inspiration. Pisces in the fourth house is like being in a learning experiment without having a specific schedule. First, you feel like you have to hire an interpreter to translate your dreams. Whenever you wake up and remember, you recall the craziest movie scenes that your subconscious has put into production. You think you figured out the pattern, and then here's another loop of mystery. Similarly, figuring out what you want from life seems like an uphill. You have so many interests that you have no idea how to keep up the balancing scale. If there was a tree that could give you a variety of fruits, you would wholeheartedly pick that one or more. Secondly, the people that you meet are not so random. You start to realize that there is some kind of order in the chaos. Thirdly, you recognize that even though your emotions may be ever-changing, you know what is going overboard and what is underwhelming. Finally, confusion means you must wait and go with the flow, and clarity will eventually come. Shake your booty was probably an influence. Air signs Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in the fourth house need and bring a fresh breeze into the household and environment. It comes as inducing change so that stagnation does not reign. For some, it would come in changing their home's configuration based on how they feel. Their most intimate guests would be observing their life's gradual change based on the current outlook of their living room, for example. The hostess could be very chatty and welcoming, allowing them to gain information opportunities that would have been amiss from their fire signs counterparts. Contrarily, they like to talk about how things used to be almost nonchalantly, as if briefly going over a magazine page and turning it over. The ones privy to their core knows precisely when something could be nagging at them, even if they pretend that life is dandy. On the other hand, their past could be regarded as a diary. Even if they would love to relive a past idyllic moment, they know better than just going with the flow. People and situations that may have well moved on can keep passing through or coming back because some underlying issue has not been dealt with. They are caught between throwing caution to the wind and doing the logical thing, which can be a good thing. By being in observation mode, the chips will fall where they may, allowing events to unfold on their own accord. Mercury retrograde periods affect them much more than most, except Virgo. Of course, they should assume the role of a witness. These timelines are particularly suitable for playing a detective. The truth is in the pudding. Earth signs Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn situated in the fourth house can compare their home to a candy cane palace. It gives them everything they need in the material sense. The Taurus energy would be particular about choosing the right home surrounding based on its value. Possibly they would want to decorate their home to make them feel luxurious, whether on a budget or not. They believe that the flow of abundance can only be achieved when there is harmony in the home. They understand that appreciating the simpler things of life will align with that flow. Fourth house Taurus people are the best to go into the hospitality business. Comfort is their middle name. Virgo in the fourth house energy is all about harmony, but from a physical, emotional, and spiritual sense. Virgo will analyze the kind of neighbors they have and act accordingly. The notion of asking your neighbors for a cup of sugar could have had its root in dealing with Virgo's fourth house type. Their home location is strategically chosen based on where they work or any other place they need to attend regularly. Their home reflects how they feel, so they need to hold on to some kind of order. Since Virgo is a mutable energy, they need to bring change in their home routine. It will allow for clarity and awareness. Among the Earth gang, Virgo is the one who needs to get out of their house the most. That's how they will receive their most wanted and needed answers, solutions, and messages. Capricorn in the fourth house energy can be compared to that Drake song started from the bottom. It's like the man of the house responsible for acquiring the finances, for whatever reason, now has to assume the role of househusband and needs to take a big responsibility for educating the kids. These individuals understand the ups and downs, the lack and plenty, and the contrasts that often show up on their journey. They also know how vital and necessary a supportive role is because they've been in the spotlight. They appreciate the new beginnings because the learning never stops, and they keep stacking their knowledge coins. Relationships are very significant to them, therefore, they will sustain and nourish them for a lifetime. The fourth house, according to all the zodiac signs in a nutshell,